Welcome to episode 3. You're in my garden today and we're going to look at amaranth, or in Greek, vlita. Join me. As you can see, this is amaranth the plant, or vlita in Greek. It can grow in numerous gardens, but it's a summer plant, a summer Greek green, if you like. The other 2 episodes that we talked about, our focus was on winter, wild Greek greens. This is a domesticated plant. It's not a wild plant because we allow it to grow, to seed, and then we can plant it. Sometimes, if the seed is in there, it will grow on its own. In my case, this is a small amaranth plant, if you like. If you leave it and it grows, it'll grow about 1.5 meters. It'll create a whole range of seeds, which we'll show you soon. And it's from those seeds that I was able to plant and allow it to spread into the garden and have some greens during summer. The amaranth plant, you cut at about this point on the stem. If you go further down, the stem might be a bit hard. The leaves have a tendency to wilt very quickly in extremely hot water, whilst the stem takes a bit longer. So don't use all the stem, just use the heads of the plant. Give you an example now of how we collect amaranth the easiest way. Knife, sharp, we grab the plants around, we grab them, we cut halfway. As you can see, it's the easiest practical way. I'm not going too low or too high. And there you've got a collection of amaranth, which we'll take in now to boil. Let me show you some of the seeds that I've collected to give you an idea what they look like. Here is a sample of amaranth seeds. I picked them in November last year. The plant was about 1.5 meters. It grew, the seeds were heavy. I placed them in this box here, in this plastic box, where I put some paper underneath. They dried out, and I used the black seeds that you can see here, and I spread them throughout the garden, and this resulted in a bumper crop of amaranth. And they should last for at least till the end of March, even a bit longer in terms of usage. As you can see, we've washed the amaranth now, the vlita. They've been washed. They don't need a lot like Horta or wild Greek greens that are in muddy areas and have got mud. These need one basic wash. And what we then do is we bring the water again. We use the same principle as for wild Horta. We bring the water to boiling point, and then we place them slowly in the pot as the water is boiling. Then we switch it off, and the reason why we switch it off, it is preferable always to blanch, if you can, vlita or Horta. That way it doesn't overboil them, and particularly with vlita, if you overboil them, they can wilt significantly and they can actually break down, so you want to avoid that if possible. And I've turned the water off, and I'll leave it for 15-20 minutes, and they'll be fully blanched and ready to go. This is the plate that we've put together after we boiled them after 20 minutes, or let them blanch rather. As you can see, amaranth or vlita has the capacity to collect a significant amount of water. So before you dress them, always drain. Now that may require not just once, but twice. And it's the same principle that we used for Horta in the wild Greek greens. We always drain them once or twice, then we dress them. Now I'm ready to dress them. Very simple again, in the same way we do a Horta, just with a difference. Instead of lemon, we use vinegar in this instance. So olive oil again from my mum's choriot from Sparti Vrodama. The olive oil is pure and unadulterated. So we put some olive oil. I tend to put more than normal. At least I can see it on the bottom of the plate that I know it's fully full. Then we place some vinegar. This vinegar is homemade and it's rather potent. My suggestion is to buy the best vinegar as possible. Some others prefer lemon, that's fine. And we just put a little bit because it's rather strong. And the third component is salt. And there you are. The plate is ready to go. This dish again is a summer dish, and unlike Horta Agri-Horta in winter, it's available in summer only through seeds and so forth. I hope you can join us next time, and that's hopefully, if we don't have any COVID restrictions, to do some more episodes on wild Greek greens in winter this year. But this is just yet another example of the richness of Hellenic cuisine, and I hope you can join us next time. And once again, a truly sustainable food that anyone can put together and grow in their own garden and feed their families and themselves.